Back to your regularly scheduled flapping. Afternoon, YouTube. It's 12:03, so again, barely afternoon, but it is. So, actually, you know, that clock, the new one I put in here, is not exactly right, because if you look, it is still morning. I think it's running a little fast. So, let me say it again. Good morning, YouTube. I finished. Whoops, smashed that, didn't I? I have kind of finished the board here. I've been working on some stuff. I've got this transistor here in place where it's gonna end up being. It's got to go down a lot lower than, you know. It's basically the same as these. It's got to be the same level. So I've been trying to reroute the wires and bend them a certain way. This one here I haven't got done yet because this one's going to have the holder on it, and I've been reworking this holder to where it'll fit, or better fit I should say. That one, see, it will hold that diode in there now, and it also has the hole there, so I can use the hole to mount it. So that should work. So got that done. Again, these are going to be changed if everything works out just fine, which I'm pretty sure it will once the resistor gets here. I do have those ordered. They had 3 watt 0.56 for 40 something cents a piece at DigiKey, and if you got 10 of them, they were only 10 or 30 cents a piece. So I thought, you know, there's 4 of these in here, might as well go ahead and replace them. And that, you know, I thought, well, I'll just buy 10, you know, so $3, I got 10 of them, so that's a pretty good deal. So that's on the way, and like I said, this here little whatever we decided it was, it's electrolytic in nature because it's got a polarity. But anyway, I did take that out, and I was going to replace them, and then I got to measuring it. It's a 1 UF cap. It measures, on the tester, it measures 1001 nanofarad, which is 1 microfarad, pretty much exactly. So I've got that soldered back in because I didn't think there was anything wrong with it. So no sense in replacing it. I mean, you know, I've got some 1 UF caps around here somewhere, but rather than try to find them, I thought it was just easier to put that back in. The other side worked fine, so you know. This thing's pretty much ready to put back together once that resistors get here, and we'll get those replaced and probably replace these as well. So that's that. That's what's going on this morning. Of course, now it is really afternoon. Let me check and see what Mr. Robert has to say. He told me last night, he says, you don't really have to interrupt your videos for my things. So I said, well, I understand that, but shoot, that's good. Anyway, we were just comparing drug dealers. Anyway, everything, like I said, is ready to go back together. Once this is tested, and I'm going to use again the power supply, that will my new resistor for that will be in at the same time as the other, so I'll go ahead and fix that. That's the other thing I'm thinking about. Let me put you over here so we can see what we're doing. And let's tilt you up a little bit. Now this is my area of the place where I'm going to put the new power supply. Again, it will go from here. This will be removed. It'll go from here to here. And like I said, that's going to be plenty of room for that. And I also, the reason I'm making it so big is because I want it to be, you know, these things are not small, you know. So, you know, there's going to be some work in there, some, what do you call it? And like I said, the meters they're kind of big. So I thought about starting to work on this today, but you know, I'm going to have to take this out first and this out. So once I do that, I have another plate and another license plate I don't know whether to make it out of that or something else. That was a pretty good, I could work that pretty good, and I kind of like that, so I may use that. But anyway, it's it's a full-size plate, so it'll be plenty big enough for that. I need a couple of these these 1x2s, I think they were. I can't remember exactly what they were. I know they weren't the full-size. Well, they might have been, come to think of it. Yeah, now here, I think this is what they were. So if we put that in here, whoops. Yeah, see, that stands out just about that right. Yeah, that's it. So I've got to get some of those, and or if I don't have any, I think I do though. Well, like I said, it's go up there like that, and then one across the top probably, and the bottom too. And so that takes up a little space too as I'm doing this. I don't know if I'm going to get this done next or not. Like I said, I may just work on it a little at a time. This stuff has got to be moved. These two here, anything that plugs in, for stuff on the bench that needs to be powered all the time. I'm running another circuit somewhere and put it to where I can just plug those in and out, or whatever. So what's another thing I want to do. I think that's about it. Now this is going to have this is going to have one of these. Probably can't see it over there, but one of these little boxes. Well, they won't be in a box, but these are just little AC adapters that I put in the box that powers these meters. And this one will have something. You don't only need one though, because the switch I have coming will select between the on-off of the meter as well as the power going to the circuit that gives me my DC output. So like I said, I only need one, and it'll switch between the two. And whenever the meter is on, that means that's the one that's active. I probably don't need a pilot light for it because of that fact. Because the same as these, if I turn this on, you can see that's active. So, and that's basically, it's going to be the same way as the other one. The only time it's going to be, even if the switch is on, as long as this is off, the variac supply was off, then it won't be turning on. In other words, it switches off of the variac. When the variac is on, it activates these AC adapters and gives you power to your meters. So it all works out, where it works together that way. So anyway, I think I can probably run over here and get power from these meters, or actually these. Well, I'll have to figure out something for that, but that's what I want to do, is the same thing as powers those as powers this. So that's exactly what I want to do. So alright, I don't mean to make another humongous video, so I'm gonna let you guys go. Just want to let you know what I was doing this morning, and where I'm headed as far as this situation. So you guys, I don't think another thing I want to do is work on my Kimitech setup for my sound file that I'm going to be using. I'd like to have that done in time for the first test of the actual stereo, when I get the whole stereo back in here with the board in it. And I'm hoping to have that done for that, so you can hear the actual difference between the right and left channel, and that's what I'm going to do. So alright, that's going to explain it all, and I think that gives me plenty of stuff to do in the meantime while I'm waiting for parts to come. I've been watching the email. Usually DigiKey is pretty quick to get their orders out, so we'll have to see if they get it going. Once they get it going, it's not very fast, or not very slow getting here either. So alright, you guys have a pleasant day. Thanks for watching, and we will see you